Hey guys, Justin here. Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a video here on how chia farming is going. I've been doing it for about 2 weeks now, and just want to give you a little bit of an insight on how that's been going. Update, spoiler alert, haven't earned any chia yet, haven't earned a dime yet, but I have overcome a lot of problems with doing this whole plotting thing, having computers shut down and plotting issues, all that stuff. But I have figured most of it out, so that's exciting. Without further ado, let's just jump into the blockchain here. So maybe I should get rid of my face too. Nope. Yep, there we go. Okay, so you can see this here, status, farming. That's a whole bag of worms. Total chia farmed, 0. No block rewards. There's 14 showing. I have somewhere around 20, but for some reason they're not synced right now. Sometimes they're synced, sometimes they're not. I haven't figured that out yet. Estimated time to win, 7 years. And it says also, actual results may take 3 to 4 times longer than this estimate. So it may take like 21 to 28 years to earn a dime. Total network space, if you guys watched my first video on this, network space was around 2 or 6 EIB in the first video 2 weeks ago. That's now almost tripled. So yeah, you're basically, if you can't keep up with plotting, if you can't keep up with buying and plotting like 20 plots every 3 hours, you're basically just chasing your tail, because there's guys that are taking this seriously and there's guys that are winning. Yeah, so anyways, these are my plots. You can go down. This is really nothing to even look at. It's not important. These are just block challenges. Last proof attempted. So here, plots past the filter. This is the important thing. Once you're synced, there's something like 515 filter slots or something like that, and 514 of them fail. I can't remember exactly how that goes, but basically you got like a 1, each of your plots on your server have like a 1 in 500 chance of actually passing the plot filter. If any of them make it past this plot filter, then they go into the proofing round with all of the other ones that made it. All the other 1 in 500s from all the other servers go into this proofing round, and if your plot wins the filter passing and the proof found, then you get a reward. There's 2 coins given with every proof, and currently they're at like 700 USD, so it'd be about 1400 USD you'd win if one of your plots actually made it. Hey! I passed the filter, look at that! That's the first time I've actually seen one of my plots pass a filter, and it happened while I was recording this. Look at that! That makes me really proud. I'm really happy. Good job, plot. I did not get the proof though, as you can see. Wallets, yep, 0. Receiving address. I might have to blur that out. I don't know enough about this yet. Here's my plots, guys. Check out my beautiful plots. Oh man, look at all them plots. So yeah, these are all on my my passport. It's a USB Western Digital 5 terabyte my passport, just plugged in USB, and it cost me 120 Canadian at Best Buy on sale. It was a good deal. The 5 terabyte drives seem to be the sweet spot for price, if that's what you're looking at. And a heads up, this is the only thing I've spent on this Chia so far, was that 5 terabyte drive. I do have just a handful of old hard drives that I've been plotting on, and that's the ones that aren't synced right now. They're on a different computer's hard drive, and for some reason my network is not happy right now. So but yeah, basically I have a few computers on my home network, and they're all kind of plotting and sending. Once they're done, they're sending it across the network to my networked drive on this computer that I'm actually recording. So my laptop is plotting and storing on its temporary drive. Like, see, when you go to I'm getting carried away here. When you go to create a plot count, you can do as many of these in parallel or in queue as you want. But your temporary location is where you're going to basically write to, okay, temporarily. So I'm temporarily writing to this drive right here. So because the SSD is really quick and it has really quick communication with the CPU, it's actually able to plot really fast on these lightning fast SSDs, and then after it's plotted and fully written, your computer will transfer it to its final directory, and that's what I have as my network drive here. So then it'll all transfer over there as soon as it's done writing. Now that becomes an issue when you're writing with 3 different computers all to the same drive. You want to stagger them out so that they're not all coming at once, if that makes sense. So say you want to do 4. If it's plot in queue, they're going to do one after another. As soon as one finishes, the next will start. If you go parallel, they'll start writing at different times, right? And now the delay before the next plot starts is pretty important, because like I said, your final directory, when you're trying to transfer everything over, you don't want these things to be piling up, all transferring at the same time, right? And even writing at the same time, because at different stages in the plotting, it's different intensity on your CPU. Stage 1, I believe, is the most intense. It's the most CPU intensive and the most memory intensive. So, and you can watch your task managers as you're plotting a few of your first plots to kind of learn exactly how it works. One guy, I watched a video of him. He has timed out perfectly at basically 2 hours delay, so that his first 33% of the plot was written, and then it goes down to the easy stage, and then his second one would start the hard stage, right? And so he'd always be writing a hard stage at once, but only just one hard stage. So he was staggering out his plots by 2 hours, which would have been, 120 minutes, and that way he wasn't really slowing down and like CPU bottlenecking himself, if that makes sense. And I think that was pretty interesting. So yeah, anyways, how it's going, guys, it's not. Honestly, it's not going. This pooling thing really needs to pick up. I mean, solo farming is not viable. I'm just gonna say that straight up. I do not think solo farming is viable at this point. Maybe if you were one of the first guys to get in there, you know, maybe if you were an early adopter in January or February and you got ahead of this curve, but now to go out now and to try and start plotting, this is what you're up against. 16 EIB. I don't even know what an EIB is, but it sounds huge. So anyways, yeah, chia farming, chia plotting.